One of you asked the question, why do we not let our chickens hatch the eggs naturally? This question was in response to our video from a few weeks ago about the James Way incubator, that we were hatching about 300 eggs at once, and it has room in there for far more than 300. It is a commercial incubator that Papa has had and used for the last few years. And somebody asked the question about why we don't let the birds hatch naturally. And this question has, answer has multiple layers. First off, we do let our birds hatch naturally. Most of the birds are kept up at the pond. The pond is, where Nana and Papa live. We have about a 150-acre farm back here with cattle and pigs and chickens and ducks and guineas and rabbits and so many other things. I can hardly remember to list all of them whenever I'm making a list, but we've got all of these different critters, and most of the fowl stay up the road at Nana and Papa's. We live toward the front of our property. We have some neighbors in a subdivision just north of us, and when we had the chickens up here before, some of them would get up on our neighbor's property and would scratch in their gardens and their flower beds. And we can totally understand how that can be frustrating, because it was frustrating for us because they would scratch in our things as well. So because we keep our garden up here and our neighbors are up here, most of the birds stay further back on the property so they don't disturb anything. Up there, we do have some birds that have gone broody. And whenever I'm up there and I see the mama birds and their chicks, then I'll take some footage of it, and it's super cute to see them doing it. We love letting our birds go broody whenever they will. And also we had our guinea geese that laid a big clutch of eggs up here, and they hatched them naturally. And I've been trying to get some footage of that as well. They're super cute too. They're growing. I ended up releasing them, and of those that hatched, it seems like there's about 7 of them still. They're learning to fly up and roost in a tree, and I think it's actually, there's another one that's sitting now as well. So we might have this process again, but we do like to let birds hatch naturally. But we're using the incubator for a couple of different reasons. People say naturally, but the birds aren't in their natural state. They've been bred to do certain things. So if you look at the ancient chicken didn't look anything like the chickens that we have now. I know these are heritage breeds, but the chickens don't look the same at all. These chickens have been bred for meat production, and they've been bred for egg production. They've been bred, and some of this breeding has bred some of the broodiness out of them as well. Some of the chickens have been bred not to sit on their eggs because we've got the incubators and things like that. It's kind of like some breeds of dogs have been bred where they can't even give birth except for having a C-section. It's not really natural anymore in a lot of ways. There are wild animals, and then there are these tame animals, and so we can't just let it go naturally, number one. But number two, whenever they do sit on a clutch of eggs, they are not laying eggs. And then after they sit on the clutch of eggs for the 21 days, they're raising these chicks for a while, and they're still not laying eggs. So if you want more eggs, then you need to take them away. If you want more chicks from those, then you need to put them in an incubator. We want both of those. We do want eggs, and we also want chicks, and then also for money, because we sell a dozen eggs for $2.50, and I think we're selling our chicks for about $3 each. So you can get $2 for a dozen eggs, or you can get $36 for 12 chicks. I hope that kind of answers your question. We're not against letting chickens go broody. We like chickens going broody, but we're not completely pro incubator, that you've got to use an incubator. It's not anything like that, but for all of these reasons. And then it's really pretty fascinating as well. You can watch a bit more whenever the chickens are sitting on the eggs. You can't see what's going on underneath there, but we were able to get some footage of the chicks pipping and hatching, and I think that's a really cool thing to see. And if you haven't seen some of that footage, then you can check it out on YouTube. So we'd love for you to check those things out. Is there anything that I missed? Is there any reason that we might want to incubate, or we might want to let chickens go broody that I missed that you might be interested in, or other people might be interested in? And then put those things in the comments down below. If you like things like this, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow our page, select all, so you never miss a notification, and come back every chance you get. Thanks.